Don, Ale, Stevie, let's break this one down. Stevie, I'll start with you. Strange old game from Leipzig. They go down, but come back. They get a red card and take the lead, and then they blow that lead late. What do we make of the performance?
Absolutely rotten. They were horrible. Their main men, Werner in particular, just had absolutely no effect on this game. Defensively, the first goal they lost was shocking from a corner, and the penalty they gave away as well was awful. So to sum up, as you said, they got a man sent off. So to sum this up, in a home game when you have to win against Hertha Berlin to go equal second in the Bundesliga, and you perform like that, this team has no chance now of getting anywhere close to Bayern. They were horrible at the back, they were horrible going forward. The second goal, the goalkeeper threw it in. He actually threw the ball in the back of the net. You have to see this. They were lucky they got a point. For me, how they got ahead is beyond me as well. This was horrible, and they were lucky to get a point.
Ale, were Leipzig as bad as Stevie's painting it out to be?
Leipzig were as bad as they have been in all of 2020 when it comes to Bundesliga play. You consider the fact that Leipzig, going into their winter break, they were in first place and they were all feeling good about themselves, and the storyline was Bayern going to be able to chase Leipzig down? Leipzig was supposed to be the team that kept Bayern from winning, and instead what they have done is struggle to win games at home. And today was just an example of that, finding ways to give points away and getting creative in doing so. The fact that they go down in the game and then there is a reaction and it's 1-1, and somehow in that goal, which was an incredibly catastrophic moment in which the goalkeeper just literally throws the ball in the back of his own net, you're winning 2-1 and you think, okay, well, you're going to get through this, you're going to see out the last 10 minutes of the game or so, and you're going to be able to get 3 points that perhaps you didn't deserve. Instead, once again, poor defending, naive defending at that, and you give a penalty, you give away 2 points, and it's see you guys later. For whoever thought that Leipzig had a chance of chasing down Bayern Munich, there is no chance, and they might as well just now think about, well, can we catch Borussia Dortmund? And that's about as good as it's going to get for us because Bayern Munich is long gone.
Don, some Jekyll and Hyde today in Leipzig's performance. Some Jekyll and Hyde in them generally, right? We see them win 5-0 on the weekend against Mainz and then turn in this performance today. How do you explain that?
It's a difficult one to explain. I thought there was some decent individual performances. I thought Upamecano at the back played well. I thought Dani Olmo looks like a real talent. Sabitzer was his normal self. But apart from that, I can't think of too many players that were outstanding. This is a team that's sitting in third. In all honesty, this is where they should be in the Bundesliga. Yes, they're a money machine. They've got loads of money to spend, but they're not quite there yet. They're not close to buying. They're nowhere near buying, and they're trying to catch Borussia Dortmund. But like Ali said, this is a team it's drew too many games, Seb. It's their 10th draw of the season. You know, if you're going to aspire to be the champions and take Bayern's crown off them, you can't be drawing 10 games. Not in the Bundesliga. You have to win them. You have to be ruthless. And tonight they weren't. It was a strange performance because it was almost like an arrogant performance where from the very first whistle they thought they were going to win this game and win it by 4 or 5. They were averaging 3.5, 4 goals at the start of the season, but they've been way off it. And especially today, I wouldn't say they looked poor, but it was just not a Leipzig performance.
Ale, we spend a lot of time on this show talking about Timo Werner and where he may end up next. He was awfully quiet today. What'd you make of his performance?
Inconsequential, had no impact in the match, and at times looked disinterested. And that's something that I don't say lightly when you consider that Timo Werner is so critical to the success of Leipzig. But there were times in the game in which, for long periods of the match, there was no real influence in the game by Timo Werner whatsoever. There was no real interest in getting him behind. Whenever he showed underneath, the ball was getting away from him. Either the ball was too long, was too short, never seemed to be in the right spot, never really seemed to be in tune with what was going on the field. Eventually he's taken out and is frustrated because of it. And I just think that at some point Nagelsmann said, you know what, I'm not getting much out of this guy. We're going to have to get some numbers behind the ball to make sure that we just see this game out because we're playing with 10 men. And really, he has not been a threat throughout the match. So, you know what? I'm just going to take our big guy off the field. Consider that for a second. Timo Werner within the realm of Leipzig, he is their Ronaldo, he is their Messi, he is their big guy, he's their reference point, and he's taking off the field. None of those other names that I just mentioned would be taken off the field, regardless of whether the team was playing with 10 men or not. But Timo Werner seemed to be today disinterested, completely unaware of what was going on the field, and really did not participate in the build-up or in the end of any sort of significant play in the attack for Leipzig. It was just a disappointing performance from him, certainly coming off the heels of the hat-trick. His mind, you know what? This is where he picks up some confidence.
Hey, Seb,
Right then, so Hertha Berlin and Leipzig.
Seb, I've got to say. I've got to say, I was watching him today, and I went back to what I was saying last week after his performance when he got a hat-trick, and I used the word invisible, and I was using it in a positive manner because the goals and the movement that he had in the opposition penalty box, I said, you know what, this guy must be invisible because nobody seems to be able to pick him up. So to sum his performance up this week, he was again invisible, but unfortunately for the negative reasons.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.